Amateurs try to win today. Professionals try to survive forever. When you treat the market like a casino, you might get lucky on a single trade, but the house always wins eventually. Without a strict system, trading becomes an exhausting cycle of stress and panic. You stare at the screen, adrenaline pumping, making chaotic decisions that slowly, or sometimes rapidly, drain your account. To fix this, you need to think less like a gambler and more like a commercial pilot. Pilots do not guess. They run through a rigid, step-by-step checklist before every single flight. Grab a notebook and a pen. For the next few minutes, we are going to build your own physical, non-negotiable daily trading schedule. By removing the emotional guesswork and replacing it with a concrete routine, you transform your trading from a stressful roll of the dice into a structured, sustainable business. Step 1 is defining your operating hours. Professionals follow what we call a school schedule. You set exact times for preparation, live trading, and review. This completely eliminates the trap of waking up and deciding, I feel like trading right now. This schedule requires a dedicated physical environment. You need a clean, structured workspace built exclusively for executing your plan. Before the market even opens, you execute your pre-market plan. This means writing down exactly what assets you will trade, defining your strict maximum daily loss, and reviewing external factors. This economic calendar shows the schedule for today's high-impact global news events. You check this because a sudden interest rate decision or employment report can instantly invalidate your technical strategy. Next, your charts. This shows a price trend with critical support and resistance zones. You draw these lines before the opening bell. Mapping these creates specific boundaries. You aren't predicting the future, you are preparing specific zones to act. If you enter the live market without establishing levels and checking news, you are flying blind. Any trade you execute without that prior data is simply a high-risk gamble. Once your trading session ends, the work continues. This brings us to the post-market review, where you enter what professionals call game replay mode. This daily trading journal is your accountability tool. You log every setup, financial result, and rule violated. Specifically, audit the bottom section for mistakes. Did you enter out of FOMO? Ignore your stop loss? Exceed maximum position size? It is highly tempting to slam your laptop shut after taking a big loss, so you don't have to face the failure. But you have to resist that urge. Actual improvement and edge development only happen during this quiet, analytical review period. It never happens during the stress of a live trade. Now we move away from the charts and focus on your biological hardware. Your mind is your primary trading capital, and it requires strict maintenance. Let's start with nutrition. Eating heavy junk food before trading causes brain fog. You need light, clean food to keep your cognitive function sharp. Then there is sleep. Sleep deprivation directly causes impulsiveness and degrades risk control. Professionals protect their sleep schedule because it protects their financial capital. Finally, exercise. Even 20 minutes a day acts as active training for emotional stability. A strong physical routine builds the patience and discipline you need. If you neglect this baseline physical maintenance, you guarantee that your trading logic will be compromised. Following strict health protocols is a literal requirement for long-term survival in the markets. Even with perfect preparation and a sharp mind, market volatility will trigger stress. You will eventually face the dangerous urge to execute a revenge trade to win back lost money. To combat this, your checklist must include an emergency circuit breaker. This is a mandatory physical reset triggered the moment you feel yourself losing control. When stress hits, push back your chair and step away from the monitors. Take a short walk, practice deep breathing, and break the psychological loop. Success in trading is 80% emotional control. Without a predefined circuit breaker to step in when things go wrong, that stress will inevitably override your logic and destroy your account. This completed logbook shows the holistic, professional operating schedule you have just built for yourself. You are replacing a chaotic, emotional roller coaster of guesswork with a permanent state of systematic, deliberate, and professional control. Here is your final step. Type up this exact checklist, print it out, and tape it right next to your trading monitor. Commit to following it flawlessly tomorrow morning. These daily habits are incredibly boring. But mastering these boring, repetitive actions is the absolute prerequisite for making any trading strategy actually generate consistent profits.